Oh yes, hello and welcome to Final Fantasy on iOS. Okay, let's go ahead and start a new game. The iOS version is pretty much the same as the 20th anniversary edition for PlayStation Portable, and I wanted to do that version originally, but I don't have a means of recording my PSP anymore, and PSP emulators aren't good enough to play this game without a bunch of graphical glitches. The reason I'm doing this game right now is because everyone around me is doing a lot of RPGs. You got B-Dude doing, oh god, Phantasy Star 4. You got Genray doing Final Fantasy 6. You got Turnips doing Chrono Cross. You got RPG Tour Guide, or Ryan Phoenix, however he wants to be addressed. He's doing Vandal Hearts, and you got Pablo's LPs. He's actually doing a strategy role-playing game. He's doing Fire Emblem 6. Anyway, let's get the monk over here. No, don't replace the white mage, actually. Alright, this is gonna be my team for the game. The warriors, the monks, the white mages, and the red mages. This is what's gonna be. If it was any other playthrough, I probably would have chosen 2 warriors instead of having a monk along, but for this LP I'm gonna have a monk because they cost a lot less to manage as opposed to the warriors, which I think he's gonna be draining my gil like crazy throughout the entire game. I mean, except for besides the buying spells and whatnot, because in this game you actually have to buy spells. I guess I could explain what these guys do, who they are. Okay, now the warriors, they have high HP, defense, and strength. They can equip pretty much every weapon and armor in the game, and once they become knights, they can use low-level white magic, which is really good. That's why it's such a good thing to have 2 of them sometimes on normal playthroughs when you're not doing LPs. Like I said, it costs a lot of gil to keep them fully equipped and maintained. It's kind of hard to do that when you have 2 of them. But monks, on the other hand, don't cost much of anything because they actually do more damage when they're unarmed. They have a very high damage stat. And they have crappy defense, but they actually get a defense bonus when they're not wearing any armor at all. And don't ask me how that works, but that actually makes them really easy on the gil. White mages, everyone knows what white mages can do. They heal party members and enhance stats temporarily. They can also cast defensive spells. They target undead monsters, though. She's really cheap when it comes to equipment, too. I usually get her hammers. Of course, they have good MP because they're a mage. I mean, why not? Red mages actually have a lot of pros and cons, but to me, the pros outweigh the cons for them. Most of you already know this, but they use both white and black magic spells. In the case of this game, they can use spell levels 1 through 7. So the best white and black magic spells are unavailable to them. That kind of really sucks. But they can also equip the same weapons and armor that warriors can use until late in the game. They have better defense than normal mages, and I guess that makes up for the fact that they have less HP compared to pretty much every other class. I think they have the worst HP out of any class in this game. They have less HP than normal mages, which also kind of sucks. And I think their spell leveling is slower too. Don't quote me on that, I'm not sure. Anyway, let's go ahead. Oh, whoops. I forgot to name them. Okay. So I thought long and hard about this. I looked up on the GameFAQs forums on what people would name them, you know. And here's what I'm going to name them. And I'll explain what these names are all about after I finish typing them in. What was I going to name you again? Crap, yeah. No! Erase that! There we go. Alright, so we got hilt for the warrior, as in a hilt of a sword. I thought that was pretty clever. I saw that on GameFAQs, and I was like, I'm using that. I got Lee for the monk, as in Bruce Lee, because I like Bruce Lee, so why not? I wasn't going to use Chuck Norris, but I did consider that for a bit. And we got Remedy for the white mage, because that's just such a cute name, and it's really fitting for the white mage. And we've got Jack for the red mage, because red mages are jacks of all trades. Anyway, let's start this game before I bore you all to death. The world lies, shrouded in darkness. The winds die. The seas rage. The earth decays. But the people believe in a prophecy, patiently awaiting its fulfillment. When darkness veils the world, 4 warriors of light shall come. After a long journey, 4 young travelers did at last appear. And in the hand of each was clutched a crystal. Why do the Y's look so weird? They're like bigger than all the other letters. Okay, here we are. We started. We have absolutely no idea what we need to do, so let's go ahead and go into the town. And let's talk to you. No, let's talk to you. This is Cornelia, the City of Dreams. Oh my god. Now, over here on my left is the D-pad, which I'm tapping like crazy right now. This is actually not so bad. I thought this was gonna suck. I'm not sure if this game is compatible with gamepads. I know all the other Final Fantasy iOS versions of, you know, later Final Fantasy games. I know those are gamepad compatible. And I'll look into that later. The king truly believes in Lucan's prophecy, that the warriors of light will come to save the princess. Alrighty then. Hey, I want to speak to you for a second. Oh please, you must rescue the princess. Hey, no one cares about that right now. I gotta get my stuff, man. Alright, so right now we have 500 gil, and I'm going to spend most of that on spells. Whoa, wait. Alright, I'm gonna give my red mage all the black spells for now. I mean, later I'm gonna, you know, switch it up, give him some white mage spells now and then. But most of the time he's gonna use black mage spells because no one else can. Alright. Now for her, she's gonna have Cure, Dia. This is the offensive spell that targets the undead monsters. And we're gonna have Protect here. Alrighty. And how much skill do I have left? If you stand for a minute, then that little menu showing your health is gonna show up in the lower right corner. Just go ahead and tap that, and that'll open up the menu. I know that's kind of a stupid idea, but wait a minute. I know that's kind of stupid, but it's you'll get used to it. You'll get used to all the controls in the game within, I don't know, maybe 6 hours of gameplay, something like that. Alright, let's buy 2 of these. 1 hammer. And the monk doesn't need crap. Alright. Let's buy 2 chainmails. And 1 leather armor for the monk. I'm not gonna have him be completely naked yet. I know he said that he gets a defense bonus when he's not wearing anything. But this early in the game, don't even worry about something like that. So let's go ahead and equip ourselves. Use optimal. And no, don't use the staff as a weapon. What are you, crazy? Okay. Talk to one of the guards. The king is searching for the prophesized warriors of light. Those crystals! You must see the king at once! Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Here we are in Castle Cornelia. Welcome, travelers. I am told you carry crystals. Is this true? Look at the Y in the middle of crystals. Why is that so huge compared to the other letters? It looks like an uppercase Y written in a lowercase form. It's just as Lucan's prophecy foretold. When darkness veils the world, 4 warriors of light shall come. So I guess what we were reading earlier was Lucan's prophecy, huh? Your Majesty, we cannot be certain that these are the warriors foretold by the prophecy. Yet they stand before us with the crystals. I cannot dismiss this as mere coincidence. Crystal bearers, there is a task I would ask of you. Will you not rescue my daughter, Sarah? Garland, a knight once in His Majesty's service, has abducted Princess Sarah. I ask for your aid in the name of His Majesty, the King of Cornelia. Garland has taken refuge in the Chaos Shrine, which lies to our north. Of course we did not attempt to save the princess ourselves, but Garland is the finest swordsman in the kingdom. We have none who can match him. So we're just gonna ask a bunch of strangers instead. I have heard that you wish to journey to the continent to our north. The bridge leading north was lost long ago, making passage impossible. If you can rescue Sarah, I will have the bridge rebuilt as a sign of my gratitude. Go now, Warriors of Light, and do not fail me. Don't you think you should, build the bridge anyway? Because, people have to get out and in here, right? Don't you think? I mean, do I really have to do you this favor just for you to build the bridge? Anyway, Garland was once the greatest knight in the kingdom, but power consumed him and he lost sight of who he really was. Unfortunately. That's very, very sad. Let's talk to you.
Please, please save Lady Sarah.
Yeah, whatever. Now, I think over here is where the Queen resides. Her Majesty is overcome with grief. She's shut herself inside her chambers. Please try not to upset her. Yo, what up? I heard your daughter's missing.
I am Jane, Queen of Cornelia. Please, please bring my daughter, my Sarah, back to me safely.
Oh, by the way, to talk to people, just tap anywhere on the screen. Just get in front of them and, you get the little bubble over your head and then just tap anywhere on the screen. Alrighty. Now let's get out of here as soon as I get... Ugh. God, man, these controls, man. Like I said, they take some getting used to, but they're not that bad. Now I'm going to show you a battle here for a few minutes. I'm probably going to show you a bunch of battles. I'm going to try and level up to level 3 before I head over to the Chaos Shrine. And here we go. Alright, goblins. These guys are very weak. Even the white mages can destroy them. They don't do anything besides attack, I don't think. The battle screen isn't that bad. I thought it was going to be horrible, but it's actually, it's not that bad. And check it out. We won a battle. Holy crap. And I'm going to show you where the Chaos Shrine is before I actually go in there, though. Now, over here you have your attack. And once you attack someone... once you choose to attack, you just tap on whatever enemy you want to fight. And then over here is where the magic, where that little glyph is. The picture of the shield is obviously the defense thingamajig. And we've got items over here, and I'm not sure what that refresh thingamajig does, but the boot means to run away. And that's about it, really. I'll find out what that refresh symbol means later on. It's probably something really obvious, and I'm just not thinking of it right now because I'm stupid. Now, just waiting for the goblins to die. And I'll just have everyone else defend. Battles last a lot longer in this version of the game because there's no way to, like, fast forward anything, really. Unlike the PSP version, where all you have to do is hold X and everyone will just attack. And that's what I like the most about that. It's very easy to grind at the beginning of the game when you can just do that. But here, you gotta choose to attack, and you gotta choose what to attack. Alright. Okay, everyone leveled up to level 2. That is nice. Very nice. Though I'm gonna try and get to level 3. I thought as well. As long as I'm grinding, I might as well share a story with you guys. I meant to tell this story on one of my Metroid videos a couple of weeks ago, but it totally slipped my mind. I think it's kind of interesting. A couple of weeks ago, I think it may have been 2 weeks ago now, because it's the 24th, right? Yeah. All right. So it was 2 weeks ago. I'm having a hard time speaking. I was in my bed playing video games, up late at night as usual, and I heard a noise, and to me it sounded like one of those automatic air freshener spray thingamajigs. You'll find those in most modern households. Those things are notorious for scaring the crap out of people. That thing scared me on more than one occasion. Anyway, I heard a noise, and it sounded like that, so I just dismissed it as that. But as time passed, I kept thinking about the noise, and then I realized that I didn't have one of those automatic air freshener thingy-majigs in my room. So then I was like, wait, then what was the noise? So I got up slowly, and I turned on the lights. I turned around and looked at my bed, and right there where my head was, or where my head used to be, it was right next to the spot where my head was laying, was a bat. And I stared at it, and it stared at me, and we stared at each other for about maybe 2 minutes, and then finally I just went, ah! And it started going insane. Well, I went insane. It just panicked and started flying around, and I panicked too, and I opened my door, which was probably not a good idea. To make a long story short, I caught it in a box, and we threw it out. I threw it out. I threw it out. That's it. And this is the middle of the night, mind you, and my parents were fast asleep the entire time. But yeah, it was horrible. And that actually wasn't the first time I encountered a bat in my house. About a year earlier, I think it might have been 2 years ago. Actually, I saw one hanging on. It was hanging on like one of the curtains down in my living room, and my dad actually caught that one in a bag and threw him out. So yeah, and here we are at level 3. Thank the Lord. Okay, so let's go back to town and crap. All right, so here we are in Cornelia. I just gained another level. We're at level 3, and I'm gonna go buy some potions, and then I'm gonna go heal up at the inn, and then I think I'll just end off the video because this is actually getting kind of long. Alright, let's just get 3 of them for now. God, the potions cost so much in this game. Okay. So let's go into the inn. They charge 30 gil, I believe. Yes. Alright. And I'm gonna end off the video right now, so I will see you guys later.